Event tourism is defined as planning, marketing, or holding events for tourists. Marketing an event is important to get the word out there. There are many different kinds of events, like mega events, hallmark events, major events, and local events. Event tourism is to bring tourists to the destination you want them to come to. The more tourists, the more money comes in. It starts with a memorable image. A memorable image is what event planners want the tourists to remember that was unforgettable to them. In addition, event tourism expands on what the tourism season is. For example, Nights of Lights in St. Augustine is a very popular event in December, but St. Augustine likes to expand their tourism season by having many other main events. An example of a mega event is the Olympics being held in a different city around the world every 4 years. The entire city and country has to plan many years in advance. A hallmark event is the NASCAR Daytona 500 race. It's a regularly occurring event in Daytona, and when anyone hears Daytona, they immediately think NASCAR. Daytona would simply be another beach town if it wasn't for NASCAR doing racing events there. An example of a major event is the Boston Marathon. It is a major event in the city of Boston, but Boston is known and visited for many other reasons. An example of a local event is the Lincolnville Jazz Concert in St. Augustine. It is a small and specific to the location and culture of the city it's held in. Event tourism is unique because it brings people from around the world to visit one destination they typically would not visit. Also, event tourism helps to spread the word about local culture to others around the world, like the Festival of Chariots, Celtic Music and Heritage Festival, and the Lincolnville Jazz Concert. These events help bring tourists together to learn more about other cultures. The pros of event tourism is that it brings tourists to a place that they normally would never visit. For example, before the 1960s, no one would have ever have visited Bethel, New York, if it wasn't for the Woodstock era. Another positive is that event tourism could result in a large amount of revenue in a short amount of time. Also, it allows for the spread of diversity and culture. The cons for event tourism is that people only stay for a short amount of time, which results in less tourist money when the event isn't going on. Also, it takes a lot of time, effort, and money to plan an event, so you can easily lose money if it's not marketed correctly. The exam questions. Number 1. Event tourism just deals with what the people want. True or false? Number 2. What are the 4 major events for event tourism? A. Big events, festival events, sporting events, and famous events. Or B. Local events, major events, hallmark events, and mega events. Or C. Earthly events, huge events, concept events, and new events. Number 3. Event tourism can have a part of culture. True or false? Bibliography.